The drugstore alarm's going off. They called everybody, but nobody's around. So Kylo, to the rescue. Go up here and see if we're getting burgled or if it's just a glitch in the matrix. I hope that's what it is. I hope it's glitch in the matrix situation. Come along with me on this motorcycle ride into the sunset. It must be terrible content. I can't see anything. I bet the camera can't either. The third time to town on it today, which is fine. It just sips gasoline. It cost me $3 to go back and forth to town 3 times. That's about 45 miles. Yeah, that may not even cost me that much. As far as how much gas I actually used, it wheelies best at half a tank and below. All right, do we have an alarm? I didn't hear one. I saw you dogs earlier. I saw you dogs earlier over by the city barn. Yeah, y'all roaming, ain't you? New graveyard connection, how about that? Yeah, so my friend Mark here, he died back in '93. They're freshmen. But his mama asked me to draw that eagle flying up by the sun there. I hadn't looked at a picture of him in a while. I saw the picture there. I wanted to come check that out. I know a lot of people in this graveyard. Let's see, I got some family out here. I got some friends out here. I don't ever remember where everybody's at. There's my other friend, Aaron. He was in the same wreck that killed Mark. A.C. Higginbotham was a pharmacist. I worked with him some. He was old and I was young. Now I'm in the middle. Old and young. Where the fuck? I could never make myself come out here after the funeral. Like, no proper visit. Ooh, that Corey's daddy? Bet that's Corey's daddy. Yeah. Coach Farrer. Yeah. Nathan Milton. He died on my birthday, '06. My house flooded that night. Fuck, Nathan. Doing drugs. And Coach Farrer, I was the last person that he touched before he fell out with a heart attack on the football field. I was doing a stretch on the football field. I was a football player, and he came by and he gave me a little nudge and kind of pushed my stretch to make it a little better. And I looked up at him upside down, and he looked up at the sky, and he just sort of fell out. And everybody rushed him, and that was it. This Billy? Yeah, there's Billy Collins. Roger. Yeah, Roger died back in '08. Wow. Wow, Bill. We was always gonna ride motorcycles together. Billy would be riding a 3-wheeler on his tombstone. There's Papa Willie. Hold. I turn around and there he is. Ernest Devane, October 14th, 2011. What's up, Papa? I didn't know you was buried behind Billy Collins. Ah, wow. Okay, now I know. Graveyard just gets bigger and bigger. They clearing out over here. I don't want a grave. That's Anthony. We flew out to get his son from Texas that night, but he died when we were on the way over there. And so it was a sad flight back, sad flight over, but when he was in his throes of death, they're like, go get his son, it's time. And we were the quickest option. Well, yeah, we stole an airplane. And we didn't ask the guy, we just took it. It was extenuating circumstances, as they say. It's a real nice plane. More good content. Yeah, fantastic content, huh? Let's go down here and bother some people in this neighborhood, why don't we? It says no dumping. It didn't say no wheelies. Oh man, Shane's old house. Used to have a friend live there. I've spent the night in that house a few times. Cole Street. There's always some drama on Cole Street. I'm gonna go down this street in a minute, but first I was gonna go over here to Gene's house. Maybe we won't get carjacked. Seemed like I read about some carjackings on Cole Street, huh? Used to have a friend that lived over here in this neighborhood, Steve. I did talk to him after 20 years. He called me with his wife and had some questions. Their daughter was interested in perhaps a pharmacy career. And so I got to talk to him. Maybe they reached out to me. I thought that was great. Also cleared out a garage sale from one of these places here one night. Like it was an elderly lady or passed away, and he had all this reloading equipment. And I think she sold it to me for like $50. It was like 200 pounds worth of stuff. It was a lot of reloading stuff, like components and bullets and primers and lead bags. You know, just it was worth a lot more than $50, but she was just like, I'll take it, get it gone. So we did that. Is this where Steve's Road is? I think this may have been. Look, it's so different. And this may not have been it either. I want to say there was a field here. Oh no, maybe it's just, is one of these it? Steve used to have a motorcycle. I want to say one of these houses. One was Reed's and one was Steve's. I think I am, but that could have been the wrong road. But I don't think so. It felt like the right road. God, it looks so different. You know, road just been, I work a half mile from here, and I'm pretty sure that was it. Yeah, and it's just so different how things freaking change. Because this is the old high school over here. This was the parking lot that I parked in when I first started driving. Now, granted, there was a school building right here. Like, this was where we hung out at lunchtime. There was a set of stairs. Now, this is the tennis court. Where was it? This was the parking lot. This was the sidewalk. There's a set of stairs here. Went up into this room. This was like a gym, and then there was a shop back over here. This is the math hall. But it was 2 stories. There was a courtyard out here in the middle. I wonder if if there's any of it. They didn't save any of it. Seemed like it needed a bigger spot, right, to set a school here. But of course, and then the bus line was out here. This was kind of like, you can see the highway from this wing. It was here. I met my wife right over there in the band room. Everybody's at church tonight. Used to be the Curry Street house over here. There's like a whole house that's set right here next to this volleyball court. And we used to have like youth at church functions. I was such a bad kid when I went to that church. Saw a Super Bowl in those apartments one time. The one where Janet Jackson's titty came out. I watched that in these apartments back here. Places look kind of abandoned. Probably people in them though, still yet. Yeah, Payne Street, and then take a left. This was this road that I'm not remembering right. I had to come to it from the school direction to get my bearings. I've turned a motorcycle into this road before, similar to this one. Older ones, KTM, or yeah, KTM. I think that was Steve's house, but it looks different. I went to a party here with the guy one time and met him. He's cool. And then a little while later, he flipped over his truck into a ditch that had water in it, and he drowned it. Drowned. Boy, oh boy, did I used to hang out on this road. Oh man, I had like a girlfriend's cousin who lived over here, and we all got real tight. Like, not like that, but you know, it was a friend group. It was a friend group, and I was dating one of the relatives of the friends and family group there. You can remember some stuff from 3 decades back, but you know, I was 15 to 16 when all this was going on, and now I'm 47. So that's 31 years ago, and it's all, I mean, I know about where to look. If you put a gun to my head, I could probably put you there, but I would have to look at every little thing. All right, sun's going down. I better go home. Nobody's home. Thanks for watching. Subscribe.